Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi students, we meet again in our English class. We are going to continue our lesson today still in unit 3. Okay, and the skill that we are going to practice is the speaking / writing skill. Okay, there's a bit of both. So if you have your textbook with you, we can start straight away. Please turn to page 47. Alright, so this is the task. This is what you're going to see on page. What is the page again? 47, sorry. Okay, so there are two tasks. Activity 1A, activity A and activity B. Okay, we are going to start with activity A. If you notice, this one is quite similar to the one that we did in our previous lesson. Right? In our previous lesson, you have compared two different places. Okay, the shopping mall as well as an open air market. So this time you are going to compare two different jobs. Okay, so let's read the instruction. Talk in pairs. Compare the two jobs below, discussing the similarities and differences between them. Talk about the ideas given using the words or phrases in the box. Okay, so these are the ideas given to you in the box here. The ideas means these are the things that you can use to compare the two jobs. Okay, the first one, type of job. Obviously, you have to mention the first one is the, what is this job? Okay, the pizza delivery person. Okay, and the second one, this is a shop assistant. Okay, we can see that is the cash machine, and then she looked like she is in a shop somewhere. Alright, so that is the type of job. And then working hours / days. So if you refer here on the right, these are all the vocabulary that you can use, okay, to describe the ideas here. For example, the type of job. Is it a part-time job or is it a full-time job? Okay, what about working hours? Okay, do they have regular working hours or do they have irregular or long hours, short working hours? You compare. And then even the days, do they have to work throughout the week? Do they have to work on the weekend, on the Saturdays? Okay, you decide later. And then you can also talk about working condition. Okay, suasana tempat mereka bekerja. Okay, obviously the guy here will be working outdoor, right? And the girl here, she will be working indoors inside a building. So there are that is actually a massive difference. Perbezaan yang paling ketara. Okay, and then what is it? Pay. Okay, pay means their salary, their gaji. Okay, so if we refer here to the list on the right, we have this expression, this phrase, minimum wage. Okay, minimum wage means they have a fixed payment that they will receive. Minimal lah, maksudnya if you take this job, you will be paid 2,000 a month. So that is a minimum wage. If they earn something else more, like allowance or anything, that one depends on the employer. Okay, however, both of them have actually a minimum wage salary. And then qualifications. Do they need qualifications? Okay, I don't think so. Right, both of this job doesn't require any specific qualification. So that is the similarities. Itu persamaan. And then the job satisfaction. Who has more job satisfaction? Okay, kepuasan bekerja. Who is happy? Who can learn more things? Who can earn more things? Who has more experience? Okay, you can talk about that. And then we can talk about responsibility. Okay, who has more responsibility? I'm pretty sure the girl here has more responsibility because she is in charge of the cash machine. Right, she has to deal with money. She has to be trustworthy person. Orang yang boleh dipercayai. Okay, so let's take a look at the first activity, comparing the two jobs. Before we compare, we are going to describe one by one. Okay, let's start with the delivery person. So the delivery person work part-time. Mostly most people work part-time to deliver things, right? Deliver goods, deliver pizza, COD, Food Panda. So there are a lot of part-time jobs here to deliver things. And then they also work irregular hours. Masanya tidak menentu. Okay, when they have to deliver something, then they have to work. If there are no things to deliver, then they don't have job at that time. Okay, and then they have to work on most days of the week, including the weekend. Okay, they don't really have specific day for holiday, for a break. So on most days, they will be on the road. Okay, the next one is monotonous. Monotonous, senada, right? Meaning that their job is not very interesting. Okay, they only repeat doing the same thing every single day. Okay, there's not much challenge there actually. Okay, and then of course they are paid a minimum wage, and then but they might earn extra from tips. Okay, they have minimum wage, but people sometimes give them tips after they deliver their things. Okay, so this is something extra, something different from the girl. And then the work condition. The delivery person has to work outdoors, di luar bangunan. Okay, they have to be on the road most of the time. Selalu berada di atas jalan. And then because of that, it is actually quite dangerous, agak bahaya. Their job is quite dangerous. Okay, and then their job is also affected by weather condition. Okay, affected, dipengaruhi oleh weather, cuaca. If it rains, and then they will have a difficult time to deliver their things, right? Especially if they are delivering food. And then no specific qualification needed. Anyone can apply for it. That's why it is mostly a part-time job. And then they need a motorbike license, and they need to have good driving experience, especially to weave in through the traffic. Okay, so this is the first job, delivery person. The second one is sales assistant. This should be shop assistant. I'm so sorry. SHOP. Okay, shop assistant. So a shop assistant could be full-time. It could also be a part-time job. Okay, it depends. And then they have to work long hours. They have to open up the shop way early in the morning before the customers come, and they have to close the shop late at night after everybody has gone back home, right? So the work hours is very long. And then of course they have a minimum wage paid to them, and then they have to work indoors inside a building, which is very nice, right? And a shop assistant has a variety of responsibilities. Okay, banyak tanggung jawab. For example, they have to manage money, they have to keep everything in order, and they have to deal with customers. Okay, these are just example. They have a lot of responsibilities, banyak tanggungjawab yang kena buat. Okay, and then same thing, they don't need any specific qualification. Anyone can apply for the job. So you can apply for the job after your SPM later. Okay, and then if you want to become a shop assistant, you need computer and people skill. Okay, what is the meaning of people skill? You need to have good rapport with people. You need to know how to talk to people politely. You need to be a very patient person. You need to be a very communicative person. You should know how to talk to people. And obviously, you need to be a trustworthy person because you will be managing all the money in that shop. Okay, so this is the description of a shop assistant. So now let's compare. Okay, I'm going to give you some examples. The boy in the first picture works as a pizza delivery person. I'm so sorry, we can delete the word pizza. Okay, the boy in the first picture works as a delivery person, while the girl in the second picture works as a shop assistant. I think a delivery person works part-time, and he probably works irregular hours. On the other hand, a shop assistant can be both part-time or full-time, but they have to work very long hours. As for pay means untuk bayaran, I think both are paid a minimum wage. The difference is the delivery person might earn extra money from the tips that he gets. The working conditions are different too. A delivery person works outdoors, whereas a shop assistant works indoors. Okay, if you notice, all the highlighted words are the words and expression, the words and phrases that we already used before. Okay, during our first speaking lesson, I have introduced to you some vocabulary that you can use to compare two pictures. Right, so these are the same words actually, the same phrases. So while comparing the two jobs, you have to use these words. While, on the other hand, both, the difference is, and then the word different, the word whereas. Okay, so I hope you remember the meaning of these phrases and words. Okay, so this is the example that I have given you. Your task is to compare the two jobs by discussing the similarities and differences between them. Okay, I want you to write in about 200 words. So the example that I gave in the previous page already has 100 words. These examples, you can use this, no problem. Okay, you can use this. These are already 100 words. You need to add another 100 words. Okay, so use all the points that I have shown you earlier. You can refer to your textbook even. Okay, and add more ideas. Make it around 200 or 250 words of essay. And then write in 2 to 3 paragraphs in your writing book. Make sure you use suitable connectors to compare. Okay, connectors are all of these words, the highlighted words. Okay, that is task number 1. So now, activity 2, giving opinion. Okay, which of the jobs above would you like to do? Okay, you have to choose. If you have the chance for a part-time job later after your SPM, which one would you choose? Okay, would you become a delivery person or do you want to become a shop assistant? Okay, so this is the the sample sentence. Okay, how you can start responding to that question. If I were to choose one of these part-time jobs, I would choose to work as a... Okay, you write down your answer. I think it would be both what and what. So here, you fill in descriptive words. Okay, you fill it in with adjective. Adjective, for example, it would be fun, it would be exciting, or anything else. Okay, sifat kepada pekerjaan tersebut. And then you continue. In addition to a good... Okay, wait. Okay, I found the error here. In addition, you need to add something here. To be. Okay, in addition, to be a good... What? If you choose a delivery person, you write delivery person. If you choose a shop assistant, you write a shop assistant. Okay, in addition, to be a good delivery person, I need to practice what and what skills. Okay, skill apa yang kamu perlukan untuk menjadi seorang delivery person yang baik ataupun a shop assistant yang baik. Okay, these two kat sini pun letak adjective juga, kata sifat. But this one kata sifat kepada skill. Skill apa? Alright, and then these skills are important for me in the future. Okay, so that is the first question asked. The second question that you have is, what's the most important thing to consider when choosing a part-time job? Okay, so you can start with this sentence. When choosing a part-time job, I think it is very important to choose a job that will... Okay, ciri-ciri yang kamu perlu pertimbangkan semasa memilih part-time job. Okay, so these are some of the ideas that you can use. Maybe you want to choose a job that will help you grow. Okay, bantu kamu untuk menjadi lebih matang. Or a job that will help you develop skills. Pekerjaan yang membantu kamu untuk untuk mengembangkan skills-skills yang ada, kemahiran-kemahiran dalam hidup kamu. And then you give example, what skills are you referring to? Or you can choose this one, choose a job that will be useful in the future. Okay, kerja-kerja yang akan berguna di masa hadapan. And then why is it useful? Bagilah example sikit, you have to elaborate. Okay, or you can choose this one, gain experience for future career. Maybe you want to be a shop manager one day. So your part-time job is to become a shop assistant because you want to experience how it feels like working in a shop. Boleh juga. Okay, so there are 4 options here. You can choose from here or you can come out with your own ideas. No problem. You can choose more than one. But try not to choose all. Okay, make sure you write everything properly in one paragraph. One short paragraph. Now the last question. What would your ideal job be? Why? Apakah pekerjaan ideal untuk kamu? Kenapa memilih pekerjaan tersebut? Okay, you can start with the easiest way to answer this question is, my ideal job is to be a doctor, for example. But that answer will be boring and you will not have enough idea, okay, to describe, to talk about it. So, let's try starting your answer with this. I'm not sure what job will be ideal for me. Saya tak tahulah kerja apa yang paling sesuai untuk saya. However, namun begitu, I would prefer one that ... Saya lebih suka pekerjaan yang apa? Okay, so you can choose from the ideas here. Maybe you want a job that allows you to be creative. Maybe because you are a creative person, you like trying new things. Or maybe you want a job that gives you the opportunity to learn new things because you are a curious person and you want to know everything. You keep on asking, you keep on learning new things. Boleh juga. Or you prefer a job that allows you to work with people or animal. If you like working with people, you choose people. If you like working with animal, you choose animal. Right? Or maybe you prefer a job. Prefer means, lupa nak habang. Prefer means lebih suka. Right? So maybe you would prefer a job that pay well. Maknanya gaji tinggi. Okay, pekerjaan yang bergaji tinggi. Or maybe you want a job that will allow you to go abroad. Go abroad means go overseas. Okay, or maybe you prefer a job that allows you to contribute to society. Contribute, menyumbang kepada society, masyarakat. Okay, so you can choose any from here. You can use this idea or you can write your own idea, up to you. You can choose more than one. Okay, but write everything in a proper sentence. Satu idea, satu ayat. Jangan gabung. Alright, that is important. And then at the end of the paragraph, barulah hampa your dream job. My dream job is to be a... Okay, up to you. If you like working with animals, so your dream job will be a veterinarian, maybe. Okay, so that one is up to you. Write this. So this is the assignment, the question, the requirement. Prepare your answer for activity 2. Right, so in activity 2, there are 3 questions. Prepare your answer first. And then I want you to record yourself talking about it. Okay, and then submit your audio recording. Okay, I just want to hear your voice talking about it. Make sure you are fluent. Okay, read properly. And then this one is important. Please mention your name and class at the beginning of the recording. This one is very important. Okay, because most of the time when I listen to the audio again, when I found the recording in my phone, I don't even know whose voice that is. So please mention your name and your class at the beginning of the recording. Alright, so please remember, for today's lesson, you have 2 tasks. Okay, task number 1 is to compare and then you write your answer in 2 or 3 paragraphs. And then task number 2 is this one. Okay, you prepare your answer for activity 2 and then you record yourself talking about it. Okay, I would like to end today's lesson with a quote. The key to success is to focus on goals, not obstacles. Okay, kunci kejayaan adalah untuk fokus pada goals and not obstacles. Obstacles means cabaran, challenges. all the difficulties that you have in your life. Right? So in order to succeed, untuk berjaya, you need to focus on the goals. What do you want to achieve in your life? Of course, there will be obstacles. Of course, there will be challenges. And you can keep on giving you can keep on giving excuses. I cannot do this because of this. Okay, you keep on giving excuses. Alah, tak boleh lah nak join kelas. Tak boleh lah nak buat kerja. I am too busy. I am too tired. This is not fun. You can give a lot of excuses. You will never run out of it. Okay, excuses will always be there for you. But you have to remember, in the end, you are the only person who is able to reach your own goal. Nobody else is able to help you reach your own goal. So, you decide the best thing for yourself. Okay? Think ahead. Think ahead. Think for your future. Okay, that is it. So, what I want you to do now is, this is very important. Please listen. After you finish watching this video, you can close YouTube and then I want you to open up a browser. Okay, open up a browser. Browser means, I don't know what it means. Browser lah. If you use Chrome, you open up Chrome. If you use Safari, you open up Safari. Right? To Google things. So, in the search bar, you Google quotes for students. Quotes. Quotes for students. Okay, and then you search for image. Look for your favorite quote. Carilah salah satu quotes yang kamu berkenan. This is the quote that I choose. Right? Tadi waktu buat font lain. Bila present font dia jadi tak lawa. Okay, never mind. So, you look for your favorite quotes and then you download the poster, you download the picture and you post it in our group. Don't tell your friends what to do. Right? But if you are listening to this right now, this is what I want you to do. Okay, please. Look for something, look for your favorite quote and share it in our group. Alright, so that is all for today. I wish you all the best. And yeah, have a nice day. Assalamualaikum.